graph the linear function, then use the graph to find y when x equals 3. Now, to graph a linear function, we can make a function table. So let's first create a function table. It's not necessary for you to put the function in the middle, especially for this one. This function is fairly easy to calculate, so I'm just going to create an x column and a y column. And let's choose values are some negative, some positive. So I would put -2, -1, 0, 1, and I should do one more, 2. Okay, so now let's plug in the value for x into the functions and evaluate for y. -2 times -5 would be 10, positive 10, so y would be 10. -1 times -5 would be positive 5. 0 times -5 is 0. 1 times -5 is -5. 2 times -5 would be -10. So we have our order paired. The 5 order pair would be -2, 10, -1, 5, 0, 0, 1, -5, and 2, -10. So now we're going to plot our points on the graph. Remember, the horizontal line is our x-axis and the vertical line is our y-axis. And the easiest way, if you forget which one is which, think of the capital Y. It goes down into a vertical line, so that would be the y-axis, and then the other one would be your x. Okay, so now let's plot the point. At -2, 10, so that means on the left side, on the x-axis, I'm going to the left 2 from the center, from the origin, and then going up 10 because it's positive 10. And then we have -1, 5. So 1 to the left and then 5 up. And then we have 0, 0, that's at the origin. Then 1, -5, and then 2, -10. Remember, all of these are supposed to be in one straight line because it is a linear function. So we're going to now connect our points to draw this straight line. And that would be the graph of the function y equals -5x. Now, it says use the graph to find y when x is 3. Now, instead of plugging in 3 for x into the functions and calculate, they want us to use the graph to help us out. So we want to know what the y value be if x is 3. So first, let's see where x 3 is on the x when x is 3, which is right here. So now we have to look down where x is 3 until it hits our line. And in this case, we didn't extend our line long enough, so let's extend this a little bit more. Now, if this line continues, it would hit somewhere here. And, unfortunately for our graph, it would be, because it's kind of off the graph that we have, our coordinate plane. But how do we know what would the y value be? You're going to now look across where the intersections is. And this will tell you the y value on the y-axis. So if we extend the coordinate planes a little bit more, we can see that this is at -10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It would be at -15. So when our x is 3, our y value would be -15. And we could also see the pattern. Every single time when the x is increased by 1, the y is decreasing by 5. And if this pattern continues, and it should because it's a linear function, then -10 minus 5 would be -15.